Welcome back to Digibros.
Oh.
Victor is in a nervous stupor, trying to organize things for filming, and Hope is making goofy sounds at me. Welcome back to Mario. Mario's cold. Oh, but he's spinning. It's Yuri on Ice. Hey!
We were born to make history.
We were born to make history. Woohoo! Waha! Alright, guys.
We're dumb.
We're back. We're dumb. We're gay. We're gayer than ever.
We're not gay and
doing
dead, but we are
a
gay and dumb.
Half speed run of
Yeah.
Mario Odyssey.
That's more like it.
Swing.
None of the efficiency. All of the...
Well, we'll have a little
Game?
bit of efficiency because I do know where, like, I've gotten fucking 95% of the stars in most of these levels, so.
You have 400
we'll
stars,
do
but you've
okay.
gotten 90% of the stars?
No, like something like 450. I mean, like these, I haven't gotten to the later levels and done that, but most of the early level, I got
So
a
you
fuck.
were-
I got a lot of stars, man. I've gotten a whole
You
bunch
liar.
of stars.
You lied to me. You guys,
Aw, man,
don't
I
ever get
can't-
into a relationship. You'll just be lied to.
That's true.
It's not worth it.
You just scream at each other. Yeah. Anyways, I know where a lot of stars are, so it'll be a fun old time. Look at that. I got
my
that
God,
part.
Victor,
You
is
didn't
that
even know there was a
sand?
shop, and I already fucking got it. It's sand. Fuck me, sand. There's a bot fly in my lemon bar. Sand. Damn it. Oh shit, no. I wanted to backflip and then try to fucking. Nope.
Yep, good try.
I'm not a good speedrunner! No! Shit. Damn it. The bird. The speedrunners do it where they time it out right so the bird's flying over and they throw the hat at him right here and then they drop into the pipe and they go, ugh. And then they go right over here. Whoop. Hey!
Yeah, he is.
Victor can be a speed boy.
Something like that.
Victor's a fast boy, okay? He's faster than a Sonic.
Just
All
imagine
right.
Speed Racer, but with Victor's face pasted over top of the
Yes,
normal.
and it's called Speed Runner. Victor, the professional speed runner, going pro like a GoPro. Sweep. All right. Victor did a lot of talking last episode. What's Hope got to talk about? What do you do? What's going on with you, Hope? Who are you? What are you doing in my house?
Our
house.
We've talked about this. That
What are
I'm on
we
the
doing?
lease and you're not.
What are we doing at our house?
Well, last week was Halloween. That was
Yeah.
fun. We had a good time.
Halloween.
I was the log lady from Twin Peaks, and Victor was
Yeah.
Agent Cooper, and we had a good time.
Yeah.
That was fun.
What else about that? What happened? Give us the rundown. Give us the story. Give us the scoop.
The scoop.
What's going on?
So, our good friends came over, and my good friend's girlfriend is obsessed with Beauty and the Beast, so
Yeah.
she was dressed up as Belle, and she was making him dress up as Beast, but he was also apparently super fucking sick.
Yeah, that
So
was
he was
unfortunate.
miserable and shivering the entire time.
And we were going to Chipotle.
And, we were going to Chipotle.
Yeah,
We were gonna get
that's what we did.
burritos. And then we were gonna go to Insomnia Cookies and get a free cookie, because you get a free cookie if you're in a costume on Halloween. Oh, a lizard.
Yeah.
But he felt so shitty that we had to go home after Chipotle, and me and Vic just went and got cookies by ourselves.
Yeah, we got fucking cookies.
And then we watched
And then
Howsu.
I got ridiculously sick from the Chipotle because I found out I'm not allergic to avocado. I thought I was allergic to avocado. Turns out I'm allergic to sour cream. And that's what's been getting me at the
think
Chipotle.
you're truly mildly lactose intolerant.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably that because, like, I drink milk stuff all the time, and I also feel like shit all the time, so, like, I'm not gonna say that, like, no, I drink milk all the time, and I'm fine, because, like, obviously I'm not fine. I'm always in a living hell. So, like,
You're
clearly...
always in a waking nightmare.
Yes, I'm always in a fucking waking nightmare. The milk's not doing me any favors. So I'm not gonna
Maybe
be over
we
here
should try
defending
buying
milk.
lactose-free milk and seeing if that makes you
Oh,
feel
but
better.
like that's like not complete milk. That's not...
Why are you gonna be such an elitist, dude?
Because whole milk is the only fucking milk. Because I spent my whole life drinking bullshit skim milk, and it sucked.
You don't drink skim milk.
It tasted
you
awful.
You drink 2% milk. It's the perfect compromise between skim and whole.
My mom always got fucking skim milk, man.
Skim
and it
milk
sucks
tastes like water.
Shit. It's
It's
awful.
gross.
I didn't know what real milk was until I went to fucking Brando's house, and like I had a bowl of cereal, and they had whole milk, and I was like, what the fuck is what's up with whole milk? I've never even fucking had whole milk. I didn't know this was like what real milk was. And then it was delicious. The cereal was amazing. And I was like, oh my god, my entire fucking life has been a lie because my mom gets skim milk for no reason at all.
To be fair, whole milk also tastes like shit.
No, it doesn't.
It
Taste
does. It's
wonderful.
super gross.
It's fine. It's good.
It's gross.
Whole milk
is
is the
gross,
only
but whole
milk to
milk is
be.
especially gross.
Oh, I found another seed. I'm gonna
Unpopular
go plant
opinion,
my
milk is
seed.
gross.
No, it's not. Anyways. Oh, I threw him.
Wow, why you can abuse
milk
your
is
son
good.
like that?
Okay, yeah, we're talking about Halloween. Hallows Eve.
Halloween.
There was a fun realization because like we never do much on Halloween.
We never
like I've
do
never
much
have
ever.
done much. Yeah, we never do much ever. But here's the flip side of that.
Okay.
Because on the one hand, it was like all day we're kind of like, I feel like we're not doing much for Halloween. I feel like we're kind of lame, you know. Oh, we went to Chipotle and Insomnia. Like, are we the lame, boring couple? You know, is that what we are? And then like later, after we've done all that, you're looking at Facebook and we see what real lame, boring couples are doing.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh my god, going to Chipotle and Insomnia Cookies and dressing up as
and
Agent
all.
Cooper, like, that was so much better than what these other faggots are doing on their Halloween.
Someone was like, "Happy Halloween," and they're like holding a glass of wine. I'm like, shut the fuck up, you bitch. You're not even dressed up. Get out of my goddamn face.
There's almost like the social feeling where you feel like you should be doing more, even though like
You're
no
doing
one is
plenty.
doing anything. Yeah. Like your average person isn't doing shit on Halloween. They're sitting outside of their house handing out candy to kids. No one is doing fuck all. It's just we just came out of college, so we feel like, you know, we're supposed to be cool kids and like, you know, people are doing all these parties and stuff on Saturday, but it's like no one does fucking anything for Halloween, you know? People
True.
go to Halloween parties and they
then they do
suck.
nothing.
Halloween parties are gay and parties suck in general. So like
True.
we shouldn't feel bad for not going to the Halloween parties.
But you do.
And then
Every
like
year
yeah,
you do.
yeah, we always
You're
end up
always like,
feeling
"Aw,
bad
man."
because it's like you want to do something for Halloween because you want to dress up, but you don't want to just dress up and not do anything. You want to dress up and have people see you dressed up because
Yes.
otherwise, what's the point? You know?
You need attention.
Yeah. you need to dress up and receive attention for dressing
Give
up.
me attention for doing a thing, please.
But it's like, you know, going to Chipotle in costume, it's fine.
Pretty
like
fun.
we're
It was a
we
good
aren't
time.
we aren't
People
total
recognized
losers.
us, and it was fun. It was just like cool.
It was better than sitting at home doing nothing. So at least we did something. Where our costumes were cool. You know, you're really anything you do these days. All it is the memory that you did it and the selfie you took. You know,
True.
we put it on. It was cool. We took the selfie. That's where everyone sees that you did it. You go, cool. We did a thing. That's life. That's all life is these days, anyways. Why feel bad about it? You know.
Life is just what is
We're
life?
perfectly
but a
cool.
selfie.
Guys, tell us what you did for Halloween.
Yeah,
you
what
know?
did you guys do for Halloween?
Tell us the ridiculously exciting Halloween
We,
adventures you have. Are we
we
supposed
did
to hang
one
out in
more
a
thing.
graveyard or something? Is that what people do?
God, I hope not. I'm not trying to fucking get haunted.
Yeah. I guess I think there are more haunted tours around here we could have done. Like, I wish I had looked that stuff up because my mom reminded me of that late, and I was just like, oh man, I should have been a good boyfriend and looked up haunted tours and stuff because I know you love Halloween. We didn't do enough. Even though it's like we're broke, so we can only
the
really
problem
do
is we
so
don't
much.
have money,
Yeah.
so there's not a whole lot.
God
and we'd
damn
already
it,
blown
it's
so
so
much
hard.
money
Fuck
on
it.
Hollow Scream and stuff that
There's a cool skip you can do where
It
you
was-
jump up there, but I don't want to fucking do it anymore.
it was a bit of a moot point. I wouldn't
Yeah.
have had, because I mean there were other haunted houses and stuff we could have gone and done that are supposed to be really good.
Yeah.
But I felt so bad that we had spent all that money on Halloween that I wasn't gonna be like, here,
Yeah.
come spend another $20 for this other haunted house.
It hasn't been a good year for blowing all of our money, you know? Like, Otakon kind of was spoiled for the same reason, where it was like, we're kind of spending a lot of money for not a whole ton of fun. Hollow Scream this year was a little weird, I don't know.
It was was
good,
it's been
but then like
a weird year. But that's okay. Whatever. We did do one other thing on Halloween though.
What did we do?
We watched House.
House, which sucks. Nobody watched that fucking movie. That movie's boring as shit and dumb.
Unfortunately,
it's
it's
a big fucking meme. People are gonna go, "Oh, House is so cool. It's so trippy," but like it sucks. It's boring.
Not great.
It's not good.
Sorry, guys.
It's too nonsensical to be any fun at all. And then like the certain stuff that could be cool is ruined by just like their attitude about it. It's weird. I did it. I got 2 moons.
The best thing
in
about
under 30 seconds.
House is Kung Fu, and
Yes,
everything
Kung Fu
else
is the best
not as
character.
fun. Sorry.
There's a character called Kung Fu, and she's
Kung
wonderful.
Fu is great.
She
She
is a
somehow
total
just
waifu.
like a halfway through the movie, she ends up running around in a tank top and a bikini bottom.
Yes.
And she just runs around and kicks shit. It's the best
I
thing.
mean, it's like, it's that Japanese schlock, but like, it's not a good movie. And I
Yeah,
would
it's
never,
not
never
good.
watch it again under any circumstances.
No.
At first I was like, whoa, this is pretty cool, and like, it's got this unique style, and I'm like, oh yeah, this could have been influential on these different things and stuff, but it's just like, in the end, it's just
Didn't
not
even
good.
matter.
It's just not fun. Like, I appreciate the absurdism, but like, it wasn't fun to watch. It was miserable.
Yeah. It was a slog.
Yeah.
House is a fucking slog to get through.
So,
Sorry.
my review of Houseu, not fun. Not good at all.
Yeah.
And we saw Thor. That was great.
We saw Thor Ragnarok.
I would highly recommend Thor Ragnarok. It's a fun, good old time. I mean, they're obviously just trying to do the Guardians of the Galaxy thing with Thor, but
Which was a good move because
yeah,
Thor
it was a good
fucking
move.
sucks on his own.
Thor was boring, and now it's not boring.
As someone who did not see the first Thor movie, but did see the second Thor movie, the second Thor movie is boring.
Both of us didn't see the first Thor movie, but then did see the second Thor
Go
movie
fucking figure,
somehow.
right? That makes sense.
Because nobody watched the first Thor movie,
'Cause
but
it's
then because that was like
boring.
one of the first in the Marvel cinematic universe. And like I didn't watch the first Captain America or Thor because both of them looked
America
boring
movies.
as shit. Yeah. I mean, Civil War was awesome and amazing.
Like, the standalone Thor and the standalone Captain America struck me as movies that take themselves super
Yeah.
seriously. And I want nothing to do with a
'Cause they
superhero
hadn't-
movie that
yeah.
takes itself very seriously.
They hadn't gotten into that groove yet of what Marvel movies were about, you know?
Exactly. I don't want nothing to do with it. I want to have fun, not be
Yeah.
fucking bored about how serious everything
And
is.
Thor was a fucking blast. The Half in the Bag boys did a shitty
Mostly
review of it. Mike did
Mike
a
was
shitty
just
review
like,
of it.
"Ugh,"
He was
the whole
so
time.
fucking negative, and it's
God
like,
damn,
okay,
you
you're
were
literally
stressed
only
out.
pissed off because there were assholes in your theater,
So
and it
yeah,
ruined the
he
experience
had some
for
shitty
you.
guys in his theater, but to be fair, we had shitty guys in our theater,
Yeah.
and we still enjoyed it.
We literally, there's this fucking dude sitting in front of us who just fucking everything
my
he just kept
God.
going like, oh wow, wow.
Whoa, that's Loki.
Oh, Loki! He was literally the meme about like Star Wars viewers, but like a real dude.
Oh my God, yes.
Or he's like, oh, there he is. Oh wow. Oh, cool.
That's that character. Oh my God. And then like all the obvious
God damn
jokes,
it.
he would
So
be
hard.
like, and you're like, dude, how are you real?
There's a Let's Play about Victor failing to do all of the advanced
Yeah, you're not
cool
doing great with
techniques.
these. It'd be faster if you just did it the normal way.
Yeah, at this point. God damn it. I'm trying to be all fucking cool, but I
See,
can't.
this is what
it's
happens
hard.
when you try
it's
to
hard
show
to be
off on
cool
the
and also talk. Yeah, I mean it's Digibros, so yeah, you can't really show off when you're doing the Let's Plays.
Yeah.
Eh.
But we still had a real good time. Oh, it was a lot of fun.
You're trying to show off the most amazing aspect of this game is that there's a million different ways to get around, and like when you start going through the levels again, you see how many ways you could have just skipped like the bullshit stuff and like made it a lot faster for yourself
True.
just by using the cool like technical jumping. So it's like fucking neat, man, because that's what Mario 64 was all about, and you miss out on that in the other ones, and then it comes back and you're like, yeah, this game is the best Mario game ever. It's cool. It's a good game. Pat on the butt. Pat on the butt for Shigeru Miyamoto.
Good game, Shigeru
game.
Miyamoto.
Good game, buddy.
But yeah, Jeff Goldblum is in Thor Ragnarok, so that's
Yes,
a
and
reason
he's
to go
fucking
see it. He's
hilarious.
amazing.
He is somehow funny as shit.
He's the strange, kooky old man, but it's the perfect kind
It's
of
Jeff
strange, kooky old
Goldblum
man.
being himself completely.
Jeff Goldblum
and just nailed it.
We want you to play you in Thor Ragnarok.
Thor was a good old fucking time, man.
It's fun.
I'd see it again. I'd fucking see it in theaters again.
It's great, yeah.
I'd fucking buy the fucking Blu-ray of that shit. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah. Worthwhile superhero movie.
Yeah.
Because let's see.
I don't know. I'm not, like... In some aspects, I like it more than Guardians of the Galaxy.
Really?
Yeah. In just some elements of it where I was just like, I like that they did this so much that I... Like, even though it's not a better movie in the end, like, it doesn't have the same sort of, like, depth of character that Guardians of the Galaxy has.
Yeah.
But, like, it was just fun in a way where I'm like, we're not gonna get this again. Like, this isn't gonna come around again.
I guess
Marvel
you're
has
right.
hit its peak in, like, what they can do and what is fun. And, like, the movies aren't gonna go on forever. They have, like, a planned end of the cinematic universe. And so, like... We're not always going to get this weird shit all the time. This is one of the moments that I found where you can just not do what the game wants you to do.
And then you can die.
Because they want you to do all the brick breaking shit, but you don't have to at all. Unless you want those coins there, but...
But
when
yeah.
I went through, I was like, oh wait, I don't need to do all this shit, like wait for these things to fall.
And then we saw the trailer for Justice League.
Wow! Oh my god. Guys, I'm so upset about Justice League because it looks totally fucking gay. It looks like shit.
Looks boring.
It's gonna suck. You know it's gonna suck. It looks boring as fuck. It looks pointless as hell. And it's just, it's too late.
Yep.
DC missed the fucking, they dropped the ball. They missed the cut for the cinematic universe shit. And now they're trying to pick up the slack and pick up the pieces with their fucking Justice League movie. And it sucks because they didn't earn it. They don't deserve it. It's an ensemble movie where we don't know any of the characters or give a shit about them at all. What's the fucking point? It's not gonna be the Avengers. They're just desperately trying to keep up. And it fucking sucks, because I love Justice League the cartoon. You know, I always thought it would be pretty cool. Justice League movie. Something you could probably do really well, but it's gonna suck. It's gonna be disappointing. It's gonna be fucking pointless.
Sorry, guys.
No one's gonna fucking give a shit. And they're just gonna keep on fucking trucking, man. They're gonna go with the shit forever. We can never escape it.
It's a shame because they're the old Justice League cartoon, like you said, pretty fun. Young Justice, that was a fun show.
Yeah.
Justice League movie.
DC
no
does good
expectations.
cartoons, and they just can't fucking nail the movies. They just...
Struggle.
I don't know what they're doing, man.
The other thing that was kind of interesting was the new X-Men movie trailer, which literally is just a horror movie.
Like, what the fuck?
If
I'm
it
sure
truly is a
like,
horror movie, I will be intrigued.
It's probably nothing like what the trailer made it out to be, but it did seem it seemed
because
like
that would be
they
something
were,
totally that no one has done with
Yeah.
a superhero movie, is to make it like a true horror
That could
movie.
be. It could be what
That
they're
could
doing
be
because
cool.
they're also trying to shoehorn in every new child star in the world
Yeah,
by having like Arya
the
is like the main
girl
character.
from Stranger Things is in
Yeah,
it.
and the guy from Stranger Things,
And
the
the
cuck
boy.
boy, the faggot boy who
There's all
fuck,
sorts of
I hate.
kids.
He sucks. But it's got all the up and coming
Jason
kids. So it's like, here we go.
But
Here they
if
are
it's a
with their
horror
pandering
movie,
shit.
I might go see it. I don't know. Could be cool. I'd be interested to see a horror superhero movie. Kind of neat, new concept.
Yeah.
Pretty nifty.
It would be cool. It didn't look bad.
It
You
didn't
know,
look
like
bad.
it looked interesting enough.
Could
They're
be
trying shit out. Well, if it's just a nice one-off, that would be great. I'm sure it won't be.
Well, you know.
I'm
whatever.
sure they're trying to expand. Yeah, they ended their X-Men main line, so now they need their fucking X-Men sublines. Swing.
Ooh, a hat door.
Yeah, a door. I'll show you some tricks, some elite
Some
hacks
tips and
tricks. I don't even
tricks.
need that shit. I can fucking do it without that guy. So I've done this a bunch of times. Oh! Oh!
shit.
There was a moon inside of that sign!
Nice.
Got him.
Did it, bro.
Look at that. Took me a
Fucking
minute to
did
fucking
it.
figure that one out.
Nice.
I spent a little bit in here fucking running around just like, where the fuck is this last star?
Oh my god.
Because like any of these rooms you go in, there's always two moons. Many moons. Look at me, bitch.
Nice. You just have to, yeah. You got it, dog. You fucking got it.
Look at that, boys. I didn't even need to see the fucking vision.
Pro tier number one.
I've been. This is how you know Victor's been playing this for a minute.
Lord.
Oh, never mind.
And then he eats shit.
Couldn't quite remember where that one was.
I got this guy.
I guess I blew my load a little too soon.
Yeah, I would say so. So, Victor.
Ah! Shit! I jumped on that
Alright,
guy on accident. Now I suck. I hate this room. Anyways, what are you saying? What do you got?
Victor, what was the big deal that happened today?
I don't know.
It's Tuesday of the second week in November. What big thing happened today? Tuesday, the second week.
I don't know. I feel like you told me this earlier and I already forgot.
I did.
Is it like
I did.
National Star Wars Day?
That's May the 4th. But, yes. Yeah, you got it. It's National Star Wars Day. That's why I dressed as Chewbacca when I went to school.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, you
You're
were
right.
wondering why I was wearing my Chewbacca costume outside of the bedroom, and I was like, it's Star Wars Day.
It was
Victor, come
voting
on.
day, right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah,
There we
voting
go.
day.
That was the real thing.
What was the meme day that was like yesterday? Didn't you do that yesterday too? Where you're like, Victor, do you know what day it is? And I'm like, I don't know.
I did that on Saturday because it was daylight savings, and we were
Oh,
getting extra
yeah,
hours
that's
sleep.
what it was. Yeah. And I was just like, what? What is this special day? I don't know what you're talking about.
But anyway, yes, today is voting day, and I wanted to talk about that because I feel like everybody recently has taken to vote shaming.
Yes, it's become a big thing.
Which is just immensely guilting
Because
you for not voting.
It's all just because of Trump. It's because Trump won, and so now, like, it was already big fucking vote shaming. Like, my mom's always done this. She's always been a huge vote person. But, now it's everyone. Like, no one used to give a shit. Like, I registered to vote, and I was, like, in a minority of, like, people my age who were registered to vote. And now everyone gives a shit.
I am also registered to vote.
Yeah.
I have voted in every presidential election
me
that
too.
I've been able to vote in.
I voted in a lot of the smaller elections,
and I have
too, like
voted
this
in
recent
local
one.
elections as well. Yeah. But somewhere along the way, I don't know what exactly happened, but I got put on some sort of fucking list. And once you're on this list, you get text messages, emails, and physical mail multiple times a week from this fucking Get Out and Vote group being like, don't forget to vote, you're registered to vote, here's where you're supposed to vote, don't forget to vote. And it just makes me not want to fucking vote, because at this point you're just heckling me. It's like I was being good and doing my civic duty and signing up to vote, and now you're sitting here fucking harassing me. So you know what? Fuck you. I'm not gonna go vote today. Eat a fucking dick, dude.
Yeah.
Especially because in this local election, I don't know anything about who's gonna be running the fucking school board. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
I don't care who the treasurer of Norfolk is.
And no one gives a shit. All they're doing, these people are just going and they're circling the Democrat. Like, that's all they care about.
Yeah, you're just crossing
That's
off
all that
your
really
party.
matters,
You're
is that
just
your party
crossing
wins.
off your fucking party. In this
That's what
case.
my mom's doing.
And
She's going, she's putting down the Democrat. She doesn't know who the fuck these people are.
I
Maybe
even
a couple
tried
of them.
to be good, because at the bottom of one of these emails, there is a link to, they were like, oh, you don't know who the candidates are? Well, go and check out the candidates and find out their views. And I was like, all right, yeah, go ahead. Let's see what I can learn here. And you go to the website, you check it out, and they divide it up into, you know, each group that's each office that's up for election. And then in each office, they show you the candidates. And they start out by just showing you a bunch of fucking fluff about the candidates.
Of
like,
course.
where they got, like, what kind of fucking college degrees they have, how many kids they have, where they work. I'm like, I don't give a shit.
God damn
I don't
it.
care about your
Stupid
fucking
piece of shit
personal
game.
life, dude. And then you have to, like, scroll over into this tab with all of the issues to actually find their position on the issues. So you can tab over, and then the issues that you can look into are super limited. There's like 4 or 5 issues that you can select, and it's like gun control, abortion, the economy, you know, really generic shit like that.
Yeah.
But then, even if you tab onto and select one of these issues, a lot of the times when you go and you try to check what each individual candidate has as their stance, they just didn't put a stance. There's just nothing there. It just says there is no issue. There is no information on this candidate at this time. And I'm like,
God.
well then why the fuck am I here? You don't know what any of these people believe. You can't tell me what any of these people believe. Why the fuck am I gonna go vote? I don't know what any of these people fucking stand for.
Yeah.
Fuck it. I don't care.
And I'm like, I used to be that way where I'm like, all right, I'll just go circle the Democrats, you know, because that's the party I want to win. But now I'm like, I feel so woke these days that I'm not, like, I wouldn't just do that. Like, I'd really want to know what these people are about, because I'm not going to agree with the Democrats all the time. I'm not going to agree with the Republicans all the time.
You don't just want to toe a party line.
Yeah, I'm not just going to fucking toe the party line. So now I'm just like, I'm just not going to vote.
Fuck it.
Because I don't fucking know, and it doesn't matter. It doesn't, my vote doesn't make a difference.
It's
because I'm not educated on the fucking, I'll get into this guy later, but there's a psychologist who was on the H3 podcast, and he was talking about how he doesn't think, and I've heard this from a lot of people, that fucking, like, young people under the age of, like, 21 should be voting, you know? And, like, if you're not educated on the issues, you shouldn't be voting.
Yeah, it's probably for the
better. It's like, if you're not intellectual,
if you
don't
aren't
vote,
educated, you shouldn't probably be voting. That's
because
how we
then
get Trump
you don't
elected.
know what is in people's best interest, you know? You don't understand what the real issues are here.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't understand what is going on right now in the Virginia elections, so I'm not gonna fucking vote for whoever. And then have the wrong guy there just because I was shamed into voting when I didn't fucking feel like it.
Yeah. Shit just made me feel ornery as hell, man. I was just like, fine, you're gonna fucking try and harass me, then I'm not gonna do what you want. Whatever. Fuck you.
I guess maybe I'm so down on it because I did vote in the presidential election for fucking Hillary, who I didn't even want to vote for, but I just didn't want Trump to win. And so fucking that didn't matter by a landslide in Virginia. So fuck it.
To be fair, could have had Bernie.
Could have had Bernie. I voted for Bernie.
Him in the fucking primary.
Voted for fucking Bernie. I guess the irony is that I think Hillary did win Virginia, but she didn't win Virginia Beach.
Nice.
Which is where we voted.
No, I voted in Norfolk.
Did you? Okay. Well, I voted in Virginia Beach. And Virginia Beach was way predominantly Trump.
Oh.
Yeah.
That makes sense, though. Because Virginia Beach is
like Norfolk,
rich white people central.
If you looked at the districts...
Yeah, Hillary won Norfolk.
Yeah, Hillary won Norfolk. Fucking, Trump won Virginia Beach, and it was like, my vote did not matter at all, because I'm in a shit district.
Yeah.
Where, like, the Republican will always win by a landslide.
And that's where you get into shit like, gerrymandering and shit like that, where sometimes your vote really doesn't matter, because if you're in a section where you're gonna be predominantly, you know, Republican or Democrat, and you're the opposite, you're gonna get outweighed. It's just gonna happen.
Yeah.
There's nothing you can do about it.
It's bullshit. That's
Norfolk happens to be primarily Democrat, and Virginia Beach happens to be primarily Republican. So if you're the opposite in either of those places, you're
because
fine.
Virginia Beach is predominantly white and Norfolk is predominantly black.
You got it. That's the way you go.
Hence, why the white people won't go to the good mall, which is where we saw Thor for $5. Thor is beyond worth $5.
Oh yeah, for sure. I would have paid a normal full ticket price to see Thor.
Yeah.
But going to Military Circle allowed us to have a authentic Dead Mall experience.
Oh yeah. So guys, we've been really into this YouTube series.
We've talked about Dead Mall on here.
Did we talk about that in the deleted shit?
No, it was in Luigi's Mansion.
Oh yeah.
I think.
We've been watching Dead Malls a lot. Everyone go check out the Dead Mall
Dan
series.
Bell.
Dan Bell.
Plugged him before, plug him again. All 30 people watching, go subscribe to Dan Bell.
Dan Mall with the Dead Bells.
Dan Mall with the Dead Bells.
But anyways, we went to Military Circle Mall, which I didn't realize just how dead this mall is.
Pretty gay and dead.
It's fucking dead as shit. Like, every other store is closed down. And so we're like walking through the mall and it's playing the vaporwave music.
Oh, it's so
and
good.
we're sitting at like this
so
fountain
good.
where there's, you know, you can just kind of dick around and do whatever you want because like there's no security
There's
anywhere.
nothing going on there. Yeah.
Like there's nothing at this fucking mall. We were having a blast.
They have the fountains and like the open areas are still there, and all the plants somehow still look really nice and not dead.
The plants are all fine. That's
There's
something
about
with all the dead malls.
10
The
stores
plants
that are
always
having
fine.
30% off sales on their grills, like your
Yes.
the teeth grills, not a cooking
Grills. So many grill stores. They're all doing great.
grill. Oh yeah, for sure.
The only stores that are left that are doing good are the
Yes.
black apparel stores.
Well, yeah. There's only two chain staple stores that are in every dead mall, which is a Victoria's Secret and a Bath and Body Works.
Yes.
And that is
And they're
within
doing
military
great.
as
Like
well.
they're literally right across from each other. And from what we learned from the Dead Mall series, they can literally keep a mall alive
Basically.
just on their own revenue because they're so popular. And the malls are total shit.
But it was still a nice experience. I enjoyed because
Yeah.
I hadn't walked
Very
around that
clean.
mall since I was a kid, so it was pretty nostalgic. It's a nice feel. But speaking of dead malls and overall watching videos about things that are dead, we've also gotten into a series called Defunctland,
Yeah.
which talks about dead theme park rides.
Dead theme park rides.
I think we just like talking about stuff that's dead.
Defunctland is amazing though.
Defunctland
like,
is super cool.
I don't know what about it is so
It's
fucking
just so
great.
it's so interesting.
But-
I don't know. Something about these dying. Oh, I don't know. This opulent thing that dies.
Explain what Defunctland is, because you didn't actually say what it
didn't.
was.
So, basically, the reason I even found Defunctland was because I happened to see a video talking about the history of the Jaws theme park ride at Universal Studios. I don't know if you guys watching this are old enough to have known about this ride, if you guys have ever been to Universal. When I was 4 years old, I went to Universal with my mom and one of her friends, and I rode the Jaws ride, and it was such a distinctive experience that it like stuck in my brain. And I remember like being on that boat and seeing the animatronic shark like launch up out of the water. And I mean, like, I knew it wasn't a real shark, but it was still like fun. And at the end, when they had this like big explosive finale and there was like fire, and I remember like feeling the heat of the fire like on my skin, like thinking, oh my god, that's really fucking hot. And so I just had this really distinctive experience that I remember, and when I saw that video, I was like, oh my god, I haven't thought about that in so long. So I got really curious and I had to watch it. And it just led me down this rabbit hole of like he has this whole series, and basically the premise of the series is that he is documenting the history of all of these theme park rides that have been shut down for various reasons, and then he's building a virtual reality theme park where he's going to resurrect all these rides and people can experience them in virtual reality, which is pretty cool. But the Jaws one got me started on it, and even he linked to an AMA of somebody who was a skipper on the Jaws ride, and I think I spent like 3 hours reading
Oh
this
my god, I didn't know you
AMA.
did all that.
It was so cool.
Oh,
like
no.
hearing about like all the things that would go wrong with the ride and draining it's the coolest shit. It's super dope.
Pretty dope. It's an amazing series.
It's so interesting to me. I don't really even know why. But they would talk about like they also have videos on like different roller coasters and different parks, and a lot of stuff is from Universal because Universal and Disney cycle out their rides so much. Like they
Yeah.
had like a 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea ride that they ended up cycling out, and all the rides that they're old and have been cycled out had these really cool practical effects, and everything was really atmospheric and so cool. And then all these really cool atmospheric rides get replaced by 40 dark rooms.
Yeah, this gets me on a whole nother thing that I was going to talk about. I almost wish we had started with this at the start of the episode, even though now I'll probably say that and say like, oh, this is going to be a long discussion, and then explain it in 2 sentences because that's how I tend to go.
Yeah.
But like, it dawned on me while watching that series, like, that those rides existed in this fucking time where like Walt Disney and those
love these
people really fucking gave a shit
People really
about making
cared.
this experience.
The
Like,
Imagineers that worked on these
yeah.
rides really,
It
it
was-
was an art. It
yeah.
was truly like, it's art.
it was not about money. Like Disney has his famous phrase of like you don't make art to make money, you make money to make art.
Yeah.
And so, like, I had heard that before and never really took it seriously because it's like, oh, it's Disney, fuck them. But, like, looking at how much fucking millions of dollars they spent on these rides and, like, the ambitious vision behind them, like, that motherfucker really cared about having dope rides.
Yeah.
Like, he was passionate about it. These
something
guys,
people had never experienced before.
They created these fucking ridiculous magical experiences. A lot of them fucking failed in, like, the artistic phase, but, like, they were always super, super ambitious. And they just went all out, and, like, they really gave a shit. And that just blows me away, because you don't see much of that. Like, those theme parks now suck, like you're saying. They've all been replaced by shit, because now people don't care. Because those guys are all dead and gone, and, like...
And so now you've got people who are focusing on money, and so they want to switch out each ride for, like, whatever property is hot at the time. Yeah. And that's how you get the fucking, you know, Stitch Adventure. It's how you get the fucking Minions ride. Shit like that. And
there's just a very rare amount of those artists. And I think that's what draws people in about Tesla and, like, what he's been doing in fucking... The guy's not named Tesla, is he? I don't remember his name.
Who?
What's the Tesla guy's name?
Isn't his name Tesla? His last name is Tesla?
No, I don't think so. Tesla was a real guy.
Yeah.
The car guy. The Tesla car guy.
I don't know.
Elon Musk. That's who it is. Fucking Elon Musk. Everyone's super excited about him because he's basically, like, he seems to be the only modern billionaire who's still trying to do that kind of shit. Like, the way Elon Musk talks and the projects he's trying to do with, like, the fucking hyper warp fucking tunnel thing, like, he is trying to be the modern day Walt Disney and do, like, these fucking insane projects that get people really excited for science and the future and, like, the height of what can be done, because, like, only someone like that who's a billionaire can reach that level of like creating these things that are beyond comprehension, you know, like these new ideas, these big new ideas. When you don't have the preoccupation of surviving, and you have the ability to, you know, when you've gone beyond monetary constraints. And you're on the level where you can do whatever the fuck you want. That's I don't know, didn't I talk about this on here before, where I was like, you know, what would you do if you didn't need money anymore? And, like, certain people like that are just on that level where it's like, well, he can do whatever the fuck he wants. He never has to worry about money again. So, like, you can kind of feel like Elon Musk's intentions are probably pure because he's already a billionaire. Yeah, like, what do you need at that point? He's not out to gain. Yeah. He can't gain anything. He's already made all of the money. If he says he's doing this for the progression of science, like, why not believe him? Exactly. God damn it. Sometimes you just can't. Like, sometimes you can jump on the hat, sometimes the hat doesn't want you to jump on it. It's some bullshit. And I would say in some cases that's true. But I did listen to a Defunctland podcast today where, he had a guest on that was one of the Imagineers who had worked in, like, developing some of the classic rides from, like, Universal and Disney and stuff. And, this guy, his, like, whole life, he had just worked in different aspects of, like, theme parks and dinner theater and stuff. Like, he started out as one of the actors, and he had done a lot of work in dinner theater, and then he ended up working on, like, designing rides, and then he ended up, like, writing scripts for the rides, and, like, designing the Universal Horror Nights and stuff. They just put so much work into that shit,
listening to this guy talk about this is so interesting, because he's clearly super passionate about it, and it's just like, man, I wonder if there's anyone still like this at Disney or Universal, or if it's everyone just sitting around being like, what can we use to make money? It's such a shame. Go watch Defunctland. It's really cool.
Good. It's pretty fucking cool.
It's super interesting to watch the history of all these.
I feel like that plays into
things.
Why I thought the Lego movies are so impressive, because it's like they don't have to do that. Like, they're clearly putting that much effort into making the Legos the way they are because they give a shit, you know?
Yeah. It's that extra step that you don't need to do, but it shows that you care.
I can answer all the Sphinx's riddles because I already know the answers. Because I already got the stars! Mr. Kitty is his name. No, it's Sphinx.
That's a Quiz Kitty, but yeah.
Oh, I see. Yeah, alright guys, I think that's it for this episode
Sand
of
quiz.
Digibros.
Wonderful.
I also need to check my phone again
Wonderful.
for work message. Because
Yeah.
it's only
Oh,
been
this
the
was a
same day
40-minute
for us.
episode.
Yeah. I figured when we got into